Hello folks, Abfielder here, welcome to episode 23 on the StrangeCraft server, and today I'm starting over at my sheep farm. This is my design. I designed it and did a tutorial for it a week or so, or a couple of weeks ago by the time this video goes live, and I'm building it on the StrangeCraft world because I need a lot of light blue wool. One thing I found out though is you can't breed the sheep inside the farm itself. Sheep are mean, they will drown their young in this design. Maybe my fault. So it's better to breed them outside and then force them in. So yeah, I'm using water streams to force them in, and I'll use wheat to sort of move them across. I don't know why I'm really starting here, because this has nothing to do with today's episode. Today's episode we're going to be doing a nether tunnel for Carnage. This is for episode 24, so we'll revisit this in a future episode. Okay then folks, before we get into to what today's episode is, then I just want to quickly talk about subscribers. Firstly, at the time of recording I have 59 subscribers. Thank you to all 59 of you, I hugely appreciate that. But 70% of the people who watch my videos, not subscribers. I would really appreciate it if you're watching this video, give the channel a subscribe. If you don't like my content in the future, you can always unsubscribe. Anyway folks, let's jump into today's episode. So I've headed on over to Carnage's tunnel. As you can see, we are working with a rather plain design at the moment. He's just kind of made it safe with some glass and a roof there. So first things first, let's take down this sign. We're going to make this wider, we're going to make it taller, and we're going to be following a building design that he has in his base, which is Chinese style architecture, maybe? Yeah, I think Chinese is probably the closest. Maybe Japanese. I don't know my architectures at all. We're going to be closely following that, and we'll see how it comes out. I've got a really good plan for this. I think it's going to be great. First things first, as with any good design, we need a solid base. We're not actually going to see any of this floor, so I've just used cobblestone for the inner bits, and just because you can catch a glimpse of it from the glass in the main nether tunnels, I'm just lining the outside of it with the acacia wood. So that's the plan for this. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, something like 7, 8 blocks wide in total. I can't remember exactly. It'll be 3 wide in the middle for you to walk down, and then it'll kind of expand out to the walls. So yeah, we'll get this floor in and we'll make a start on the design. So as you can see, I've got the floor in, I've got these acacia logs in. We're actually going to strip these at some point, so they'll be stripped acacia logs, so they'll be more orangey and blend in with the floor a little bit better. I need to head over into the desert because I need some red sandstone, and we need to expand that portal as well. That's going to be much bigger, so that's going to be sort of hidden by those acacia logs. And we're going to take away the red terracotta ceiling that was there before as well. I just haven't got round to that yet. Okay then folks, let's get on to the next stage. So I am over in the Mesa biome and just grabbing some red sand. Don't think you can craft this stuff up, can you? It'd be really useful if you could from normal sand. Anyway, so we need some smooth sandstone. We need some normal sandstone for walls. Bone blocks, which I've got plenty of. Dark prismarine we're going to use a little bit of. I've been over to Carnage's Guardian Farm. That's what I'm looking for, Guardian Farm. And grab some prismarine shards and crafted up some dark prismarine blocks. And yeah, a few gold blocks which I already have, and some acacia wood as well, and a little bit of red netherstone brick as well. All those kind of resources I have actually already got. So once I've gathered this stuff up, we can get on with the rest of the design. Okay, making good progress on this. We've got the smooth red sandstone down at the bottom there that kind of forms the side with the acacia wood. Then we've got the dark prismarine stairs. And we've stripped back the logs, as I mentioned, and then we've got fence in between those where I had those, and then the bone blocks behind that. And it's all coming together really nicely. I'm really, really liking this design. Let me know what you think so far. I think it's really good. Anyway, this is just a status update. We're going to just swiftly move through the gears here and get on with this design. So huge progress. The walls are pretty much in. We've got a little bit to do because I still haven't got enough sandstone. I haven't got enough red sandstone for the walls. So we've got those gold blocks in. We've got the trap doors in to kind of give it some design. We've got part of the ceiling in, and again I didn't quite have enough of the blocks I need for that, so I'm going to have to go and gather up some more resources for that. So that's going to be the next job, go and get some more resources, and then we can finish this thing off. But it's looking really, really cool. Really pleased with this design. Hopefully Carnage is as well. So we're back. I've got more of the resources I need. As you can see, I've nearly finished the ceiling, and to break up this ceiling a little bit and give it a little bit more pattern, a little bit more texture, I'm using this red netherstone brick wall. And yeah, I think that just makes it look a little bit more interesting, and 1 block short, wouldn't you believe it? Alright, we can go ahead and put in some of the sandstone wool as well, and again this is more just to give additional kind of layers, additional depth to the wall, make it more interesting to look at. Just tips I picked up from fellow strangers and fellow Minecraft players that I've played with over the years is to have multiple things going on. Not too much, you don't want it too busy, but just multiple things, not too plain. If you have things too plain, then they don't look quite right, and this looks quite cool to me. So we'll head all the way down this side and we'll get in the last of this sandstone. It is now spawn proof, or it will be when all this sandstone is in, which is vital for these tunnels. We need to craft up 1 more bit of that nether brick wall, because I'm an idiot who crafted 1 piece too little. There we go. So we can run down and do that. We also need some more sandstone wool. Let's craft up a little bit of that so we don't have to go back up. Let's use the stone cutter so we're doing it efficiently. Probably don't need all of that. Let's split that in half. That's better. Okay, right, let's go and do the redstone wall, and then we can go back down and do. But isn't this looking cool? As you can see, I've extended that portal up now so it matches. One thing I did say to Carnage was I was going to do a big room, but this tunnel was actually the perfect length for splitting it up into 5x5 areas, so I haven't done that. What I may do if he needs it, because he likes an area where we can get out into the nether, is to extend it by about 5 more blocks to the far side of the pool, and then put a door and kind of a landing area there for him. But back at the nether hub, we do have a way of getting in and out really simply that Cyber, I think, did. Really cool. So probably do that instead. Right, last few blocks, and then I think we're done. I think this looks really cool. Please let me know down in the comments what you think of this. I really like it. It's one of my favourite tunnels that I've done. There we go. That is all done. As you can see, I found a place on the right hand side for his chest that he keeps his boats in. It's covered by a stair, so you can still open it. We can offload some of our resources. What do we need? Awesome. That just looks very, very cool. Right, folks. As I give you this last little bit of a tour of this tunnel, I think that's all we got time for in this episode. Actually, it's been a good one. Hope you've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed making it, as I always do. Anyway, folks, that's all I've got time for. I'm Abfielder. Goodbye.